Budgie House TV. Hello. Hope you're well. Hello, Richard Upton. You up early, Indian fella? I thought you were part of the fucking Spastic Night crew. Hey. Oh well. Thanks for joining. Just at the cenotaph. Minnie. Look out for CP. Yeah, I'm not really a caring type of person, man. It's not my business. But I'll work try. Normally lurk, but thank you for being here today. Okay, all right, thank you very much. It should be live all day. Parkour. Hello. Good. Rob. How you doing? Go on, I'm pointing this way, fella. You're all right. So
where are you looking?
I'm looking this way.
Oh, I see.
So you're good. Yes, man. Cash. How you doing, man? Leave my rights alone. Paul Essex. Why haven't you got a spanner, Arky? You should have a spanner, yes. Hold on. There we go. Stay warm, yeah. It's proper cold, man. Proper cold. Yeah. We're all spanners in here, yes, man. Yeah, I love the spanner crew. Early turnout, mate. Yeah, I think this is going to be quite big today. But there we go. Parliament Square down there's already a couple of tractors there. Let's go and show you the crowd. It's snowing up there, yeah, but you fucking live up near Iceland, Arky. You know what I mean? Let's have a show you the crowd already. A beautiful cenotaph. Knickknacks. No, we don't get snow in London. Knickknacks. It's too warm. Do you know what I mean? Let's see. I was going to go in my tractor, but realised I don't have one. Yeah, you live between Iceland and Tesco's. That's the Arky. Well, there we go. How's the picture? Is the picture good? Mark, Andrew Chapman. Hello, sir. Hope you're well. Just showing you the cenotaph. All good. In the hood. So there's quite a large crowd here already. You know, as the shaking stopped. Oops, that's what I wanted to know. It's there we go. All good, thank you. Well, I think you see there's two tractors there. I don't think they'll be doing like last time, driving through up and down Whitehall. Paranormal, hello. Yes, I'm good. Hope you're well. But, we'll see how the day goes. It is very chilly though. We want cow jokes. Yeah, snow north. I see a guy yesterday who was doing a live stream. He was in around the Sheffield area, and he was driving around in the snow, you know, measuring snow and shit like that. We had about 500 people in, man. So people like that shit, man. You know. They're blocking everyone's live stream. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I suppose that will happen. I'm in a barber today and a flat peak lines cap, but I'm a bit smarter than the average Joe. Hey, Paz is here. I've just seen Paz go live. I'll have to keep an eye out for him. Paz 49. Put it in his channel. He's a fucking top fella. Don't let them take you down. Yeah, I know. But crowds, you know. I reckon there's a few thousand here already. And I can see lots more coming. Oh, let's see. Keep away from jammers. Yeah. I'll just stand here for the moment. I'll show you the crowds coming in. Look. There we go. They're all coming. Loads. Patrick, 0 joules. We should know. Cheeky chops. How you doing, fella? Yes, man. Yeah, Roy's on his way. So. But there you go, the crowds keep streaming in. There's lots of people down there too. I want you to come down today, Patrick.
So how do you know about Jed?
Oh, you're working? Okay, mate. No worries.
Ladies and gentlemen,
There we go.
don't get excited yet, we need to listen.
Starts to
This is
rain
why the
already.
road is closed by your desk. That road is not closed. You need to this side. Everybody that is down the cenotaph line needs to move across. There's a few of you who don't want you to get hurt. So please move across. Everybody, move across.
Wendell! Wesley, sorry, how's it going? All right, yeah.
Guys,
Yeah, I'm live already. You all right, fella? Yeah.
Did you get here?
About 20 minutes ago. You know what I mean? So,
I think there's going to be like a walk there. I think there's going to march from like here to somewhere, I think.
oh, not marching, mate. I've done so many this year, man.
Actually, there's this like rain.
It's right there. It's gonna. Well, it was shitting down this morning where I was. You know what I mean?
You can see it, mate.
Yeah, go on, go and do your stuff. Where's Wesley Winter there? Top man, does some good interviews. Why, Mr. Rush Hour, yeah, it was still packed though, the fucking tubes. But, yeah, man. Who's going to run the farm? Patrick, you're always there with your funny little quips, aren't you, mate? You know what I mean? Good to see. Yeah, Banksy was with us last weekend, cheeky. Yeah, I've seen him loads of times before, but it's I didn't realise he did live panels. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, it's. There we go. Wow. Holy Jesus, hello, fella. Hope you're well. Wow, there's a lot of people here, man. Wow, look. Crowd's still coming. Yeah, I'll just let the camera run for a minute so you can see. There we go. Stepper, all right. Is he authorised to be placing cones? Hello, Stepper, mate. Hope you're well, fella. Well, I see loads of people coming from Westminster Station down there. How peaceful we are at not that the shouty lefties. Hello, Sky Angel. Hope you're well. Yeah. We'll just see how it goes. You know what I mean? I'll just keep it, let it run. So it's cold though, man. I am freezing. Yes. Sorry. Yeah, I'll turn it around. Yeah. Deborah, hello. It's mine. Yeah, hello, fella. Do you want to say anything to the camera, fella? Do you want to come and say why you're here and all that? You know?
Say again?
Do you want to just say to my viewers, say to my viewers why about the protests and just go on, just your.
We're here today to support the farmers. The inheritance tax is totally wrong. Support British farmers and get British food.
Thank you, sir. There you go. Wow. Hello, Lofa. How you doing? That was a lefty, mate. Well, it's damp, but it is. There's a lot of people here already, man. A lot of people, man. You know. Hello, Michael Castrian. Hope you're well, sir. There's Wesley doing his stuff. I don't know if you put his channel in the link. His channel's blown up. Nice fella though. Let's try it.
I did a job yesterday, basically.
Hey, Saladin. Hello, fella. Hope you're well. Let's try and cross over. This is going to be a gridlock.
Don't worry, there's about 5,000 people wearing green tops.
Yeah. There we are, just outside Downing Street, man. Kev Geller, hello. So I'm right outside Downing Street now. Hello, Nelly. I hope you're well. There's Downing Street. You see the crowd. See from the women's, the big black memorial is women of the Second World War. You know, that's their memorial. You know. Keir's not even there. Probably not. Probably not. Do you want to say anything about today, sir? No? Thank you. It's a wet and horrible day, I must admit. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. But, see this getting a bit spicy today. Let's move down a bit further. It's cold though, man. It's really cold. Wow, this is an angry mob today. I can hear them shouting already. Yeah, I think I put police are getting worried already, man. Wow, if anyone's coming, man, bring your gloves, man. It's proper freezing. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Very good, yourself.
All right. Would you like to say anything to the camera?
Who are you filming?
I'm on YouTube. It's my personal channel. I'll just say why you're here, and you know, if you don't want to, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd just be nice. So you know, so the viewers can hear what the farmers are saying and that. You know what I mean? Because I think there's a lot of support for you. Do you know what I mean?
You want me to speak now?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, hello. Good morning. And yes, I'm here to support the farmers because without farmers, we don't have a wonderful British countryside. So they deserve all our support. We want farmers, not Starmer.
That's it, mate. Thank you very much. Great stuff. Thank you.
So, what's your channel called?
It's John, Jon 4539. So you probably won't remember it. You know what I mean? If you remember Jon, it's the war years, 39, 45. So if you remember that, like, yeah,
I will do. Okay, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So my name's Matthew.
Matthew, thank you for
I do Talk TV.
Okay, yeah.
But true crime.
Yeah.
My dad has a farm in the lake.
Yeah. I think you got a lot of support, and there's, you know, it ain't good what's happened in the first 5 months.
Many good, many bad things with many different people. You have pensioners and farmers.
Yeah.
This man is an imbecile.
Oh, I know. He's not popular.
I spend most of my time in France, so I'm escaping this country.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a good place to live.
No.
You live in London?
Yeah, I live in Wimbledon. So you know what I mean. I'm not.
Yes.
It's, you know what I mean. It's.
Well, I'll let you carry on.
Yes, thank you very
nice
much, Matthew. Cheers. Have a nice day. There you go. See, these are just normal working people, man. You know what I mean? They're fucking angry, man. Ask him when the two for Mark turning up. So, Lee Jones, thank you. That's all right, man. It's all just try and do my best, man. You know. Hello, sir. How you doing?
Yeah, bad.
Are you down here for the protest today?
Yeah.
Good on you, sir. You know what I mean?
I need to be back.
What's that?
I said they need to be back.
Yes, I know.
The whole country should be out there.
Yeah, I know.
I've been lots of demos.
Yeah, I filmed most of it.
I got clothes rail.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
Oh, good film.
I've been all over the place.
Yeah.
Very good one on Saturday, yeah, so Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
German Corpus.
Okay. Is that night there?
Yeah.
Night.
Yeah.
Night. I like night.
Night's brilliant.
Yeah.
We've got a case against one of the police officers, right? She denied kicking him in the bollocks, right?
Yes.
But she said, I need him.
Yeah, I see it. I watched it. Yeah,
it's on Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
Who are you? What's yours?
I'm John 4539.
Oh,
Yeah.
He said, I'll meet you. I was supposed to meet you at Westminster, but I was a little bit late. So he said, I'll meet you at Westminster.
Yeah.
We might know him. Steve Cook.
Yes, yeah.
Have you seen him today?
I haven't seen him yet. Yeah, but yeah.
I phoned him a couple of times, messaged him, but he ain't got back to him.
No, he's still in bed.
No, he's here.
He's here. Yeah. Right, we're getting wet here.
All right, mate, have a good one.
Take it easy, fella. Well,
It's the only one. There's trouble is only there's 2 yellow tractors.
So are you near? Right.
This is okay. Is going to move, or is it just a static process?
I think I spoke to someone else that was talking about doing a march.
Where to?
I don't know. He didn't know. He didn't know. But yeah. This they're gonna have to close this. Yeah. It's just they've got to make a decision. Well, it's the old lefty. There we go. There's a few thousand here already, so there's still people coming. They're going to have to close Whitehall. This is public safety shit, you know. So it's a horrible, wet and windy day in London today. So it's hello, Linogi. Hello. Yeah, look. Billy Bob, hello, fella. You can see how the crowd's swelling already, mate. You know what I mean? Wow. And look, the masses still keep coming, look. There you go, down in the street. Sorry. No, go on this, pointing this way. Just saying hello to everyone.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Let's have a quick call and go.
Yeah. So,
What is this farming protest?
Yes.
Regarding what?
um,
Post on social media. So,
yeah, it's about the inheritance tax.
oh, it's a tax.
Yeah, mainly on
Oh, it came in the
farmers.
budget.
Yeah. So, you know, it's this.
Yes.
You know, I'm trying to get the full story. You know, they're just worried about this country, man, and their livelihoods being.
Too many taxes, man.
Yeah. I've got gloves. Don't worry. Should have bought them. God, it's pointing this way anyway. It's all right. Pointing this way anyway. Yeah, I'm all right. That's all right. It's all right. Thank you. Thank you for watching. This, Yes, yes. I will keep out. There we go. There you go. Here they come. No. There's Clarkson. Look at
Farmers together.
There's Jeremy.
On the road, the road's open, please. Behind the bus.
What a scrum. Let's go.
We can't find the way still
Ladies and gentlemen, another movement and bound in Parliament Square, so please keep it or proceed down there to donate. Please do not try to force your way down the back of the stage. This is too many of you.
Traffic, you're not going to get through. Bring it to standstill, okay?
Thank you so much.
I'm there, not me. Quick stage.
Off the road! Guys, go back that way. Go back that way. Can you go back that way?
Right place, right up.
Are they everyone behind the trees? Yeah, it is. But actually, in fact, because if you have to get
I got you lost me. I got slipped down.
Testing, testing.
Give us a cheer.
Right, can everyone hear me? Right, the children are over there by that big white building, the MOD building. Can everyone just move over a little bit and back and just give them plenty of space? I think that carriageway might be shut in a bit, but for now, we just don't want people pushing to the front and encroaching on the safe zone we've got for the children. So if everyone just shuffles that way half a foot, that'd be amazing. Oh my God, look at that, it's like a wave. Should we do a Mexican wave? We'll start at the front and go all the way to the back. You ready? 1, 2, 3, go! I should have told someone to get a camera out before we did that. We'll do it again, That was a warm-up. Ready? Martin's going to get a camera. On the count of 3, we're starting in this corner and all the way to Westminster. 1, 2, 3, go! Is that it? Thank you.
Go on, you're right. Go on, hold on. You're right. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
My veil's losing its shape on that. Keep it wet.
How long will that last? How long will the hay bale last? How long will that last?
Well, as long as we don't jump up and down too much, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
Is this meant to last an hour?
You're not following?
No, we're down there, so we do some
Numbers here, people, it's quite amazing.
Stand directly under that tower just in case you walk into it, push it, whatever, something happens to it. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, off over the legs for me, please, as well, because they're really important to the structure of it. leaning that way. Oh, it will be. It will be angled now. Just so we can.
Sorry, fella. Can I
Which is why I don't want anybody underneath it. Thank you.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
Sorry, fella. Sorry.
All right, mate.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
You just.
I'm live streaming.
Huh?
I'm live streaming.
Okay.
Don't know if you want to say anything to the cameras or just
What do I want to say?
no, just yeah. We all know why you're here. We're all supporting you. You know what I mean? You know? And I'm a Londoner. You know what I mean? So
well done.
I'm down here to support you, but I do
you.
live streaming down in Michael every Saturday. Yeah. So yeah. I've been looking forward to you lot coming down here. See, in the last one, all the tractors come down. Brilliant. That was brilliant. You know what I mean?
There's a few tractors got up there, but not.
Yeah.
And the police are being pretty hot on there, stopping every tractor.
Yeah, they would do. They would probably stopped you at the M25.
Yeah, of course it would.
You know what I mean? So yeah.
Keep APR. Pass on to Mark. You're upside down.
You're upside down.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you.
Hello.
One of our
Hello.
two farmers there.
Hello. We're up in London.
Guys, nobody can stand under these speakers. Health and safety. Nobody can be.
Yes.
Guys, you've got to come away.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I am. I've slipped in there. Yeah. I'm in there, man. So I think they're going to start doing speeches soon. So. What time am I speaking? No. Got a bit to show you the crowds. People. Yeah, that is quite amazing. Look at that, that is proper packed.
All right.
Something like that.
Guys, we need you out of here, please. This is empty. We can't have you in here. People's safety. If it's rushes against here, we need you out. Photographers, people, I don't care if you've got a camera, wellies, what? I need you out there, please. Same with you, sir, just because you've got a long stick.
Right.
Behind the straw.
Right.
Behind the straw. Yeah, it moves the straw forward a bit, if you know what I'm saying, but you've got to be behind the straw.
Guys, please, I know it's busy, but if anybody gets
Other side of Bales, please. Other side of Bales, please.
Oh, looks like we're getting slung out.
Back you go.
Please watch out a bit. You'll be able to hear, I can assure you. You can stand in Parliament Square and you'll hear what's coming.
They don't really get it.
Sorry, guys.
He's got work. He might not even be.
He's in. Oh, yeah, he's there, yeah. He's just loading. Oh wow, we're going to get slung out there, aren't we?
Nice front today.
Thank you. Yeah, it makes a bloody change. Very, the rarity these days, isn't it?
Yeah.
To get them published, you know, it's like difficult. There's a couple of things recently I've seen that quite like.
Is that because it's had
No, they have. They've got the number two. The number two.
That's it, Billy Pop. I know,
Because
mate.
Matt went to the Times, didn't he?
but it's becoming almost impossible to get anything published. So, do you know anything about what's going on?
I think they're all cutting back. I think they're all using cheap. Oh, I don't know if Clarkson's going to speak. He just turned up with a big scrum and he's gone around the back here, so I don't know where he is. I should imagine he's going to speak. Even people with a big stick, they've got to get out of the way.
Especially the people with a big stick.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the speakers. We ain't been sung out of this bit yet, so. Hey, Crazy Lady Jane. Chris, hello fella. Stay warm. Chat's going so fast I can't see it. Sorry. I'm right in the pole position, so I don't want to move.
John? Are you still okay? I feel like you're still, are you sure? Okay, I'm just going to put one out. I'll be right back. Thank you so much.
May as well be.
My bag, please. No, my bag. Yeah, I need that one. Show me something nice. Thank you very much.
Guys, you were here in front of the straw bales. Cameras in front of the straw bales. You would not be behind them. It's not my rule, I'm just enforcing it. But hey ho.
Any other food bank donations? There's another food van down by Parliament Square. So anyone else who's got food to donate, either hold on to it or make your way once we finish down to Parliament Square. So that's down behind you where you're all stood now. That's where the next food wagon's going to be. We're going to make a start at past. We're just getting our first 4 ready, and we're going to make a start.
Time now. Nearly past. It's quarter past. It's so fucking. Go on.
All right, well, there you go then. So you will lose. Yeah. Back in the day.
No, he's going to stay out in case, you know, there's a crash or anything. He's going to stand behind the statue there.
Have I got a second phone with me? No. Been. Got it. I'm pretty much stuck here now. Yeah, probably loud. Hello, Hammers. How you doing, mate? I hope you're well.
Oh, you guys are great. Yeah, I could really bring them up. Oh, you're a star. Thank you.
Just give me a second.
Hello, bike already.
They're not mine. No, they're
Sorry.
I wish you could. I wish you could.
Come with you, I see.
We're going to Millbank, aren't we? Yeah.
Is that where they're marching to? Down to Millbank?
What's that, sorry?
Are they marching farmers after to Millbank?
I hope Market Square.
Hello, Logman. How you doing?
You need a job.
You've got the only clear live stream. Okay, let's see how it goes when it starts, you know what I
It's very hard to go through here.
Sorry?
We were stuck over there, me and a friend.
You can feed me all day.
Which camp?
Amy's going to the statue.
That's right. Government have been crippling farmers for years.
From being in here. I don't know if you understand.
Okay, cheers. So, let's hope it stays with it.
Do we know how many species of farmers?
Four, they're saying the initial first of 4 people, so I'm hoping it's one of those 4.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Deborah. So kind of you. So the speech is to start at 11:30. So we just, I better move because I won't be able to go left or right. So I've just got to stay here. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Cheers, David. Thank you very much, sir. So it won't be long now. Yeah. Yes, we see followed Clarkson in. So.
Minutes to shoot.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Yeah. Jimmy Downs, hello, sir.
Guys, got to be behind straw.
Oh, no chance. Stole it out. Come on. Just start.
I like the idea. It's all right.
Lots of cheering going on.
Well, it's got a narrow thing.
Fuck. Oh no, I said it for you.
Here we are, guys. Pole position. Anyway, got my gloves. So. Hat on. I'm all toasty and warm. Don't worry.
Hi, Vinny. So, you know, you gotta be. Who's calling me now? Who's calling? Someone is calling.
Tell me these right.
Yes. I put the audio. I put the audio. I put the audio. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Yeah. No worries.
It's packed. It really is, man. That's all right, Rose. It's all good. Hello, Adrian. Thought you'd have been down here, fella.
He's obviously
Oh,
a
no.
shepherd. He's obviously a shepherd.
Don't want you hitting your head on the side of the thing.
Thank you.
What do you think of Starbucks? What do you think of sex? Thank you. That's all right.
Right, you've got the microphone. Good news. Take the microphone. Go.
I do not. But I am waiting. I'm waiting for
Harry, I can't help it.
Just in about 5 minutes, we're going to kick off. So if everyone gets comfortable, it's okay.
We're comfy. We're comfy.
It's okay. It's not raining or anything, is it? Has anyone seen Andrew Ward? Because we've lost him. He might be a big pile of food. He's only a little fella. Can you look under your feet? Look down, please, everybody. He could be anywhere there. Normally found talking about beans.
Yeah. Do you want the picture? Harry, I cannot help it. Get down there, please. I want that. I can't take it.
I'm here.
We find him. He's behind you. I'm here. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to say.
Stop, Harry. Stop.
I will be there.
Don't do that.
Well, welcome everyone. Wow, how many? Right, before we get going, can everyone take one step backwards? We've just got a little bit of congestion at the front. Amazing, thank you. Now, the numbers have totally exceeded what we actually anticipated. Which unfortunately means we don't think we can march to Parliament Square and back without causing... Don't boo me! They know we're here. Yeah, so with the children going to be leading it, what we're going to do is we're going to get the children safely round the back of these buildings to the far end for some photographs, so that people could see what we were trying to achieve here. But the numbers have totally outweighed our expectations. Thank you very, very much for doing that. It's you that did that. Well done. Thank you so much. Right, we'll crack on. So, welcome to everyone that's watching. Welcome to everyone that's watching online. A lot of people have had to stay behind to look after animals, so we just need to think about them. Thank you to all this team here that's made this happen. Massive thanks to the Met for allowing this to happen and keeping everybody safe. Come on, you can do better than that. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. I'm Ollie Harrison. I'm just an arable farmer from near Liverpool. I never thought one day I'd be stood here talking to so many farmers. My family has farmed in Tarbuck for 175 years, with me being the 5th generation, and James dreaming of being the 6th. He's slightly confused. It's a good job his hats fell over his eyes. Me and my father and my ancestors have worked tirelessly over them years to build the farm where it is today. But for now, I could be the last generation to produce food on that land. The government has taken the ability away for me to be able to pass the family farm on in a financially stable way for my 3 children. That makes me so angry, and I know I'm not the only one here today. We all know no one owns a farm. We just look after it for the next generation. I'm really sorry, I had to write all this down so I didn't forget it. I don't normally like a script. Being dyslexic, I can't read either. This reckless budget has already cost some lives. Given that where we are today by the war memorials, someone's phone's ringing. Can we please just hold a minute's silence to remember those that aren't with us anymore? And those that fed us during 2 world wars. So we'll just take a moment. Thank you. Now, why do we farm? Why do we accept low prices? Why do we put up with low wages and long hours?
Alex has the leads.
Why do we risk the family home every day? Why do we put up with this weather? We actually ordered this today, just so you know, so everyone felt at home. I'll tell you why. We farm for our children. We farm to feed the nation. We farm because it's in our blood. And we farm because we love it. No one does it for the money. There is none. I hope they heard that. Is today the beginning of the end for UK farming? Or is it the beginning of some direct action? To save this farming community we all love, that feeds this nation every day, 365 days a year. Some of you may watch my YouTube videos, and I thank you for that. If you've watched recently, you'd know my dad isn't in the best of health. That is why he couldn't be here today. We really did want to have 3 generations here. It will be hard enough to lose a loved member of my family. It will be even harder to lose a business that me and him have built together through nothing more than a family farm tax and political greed. They think they can replace us with importing food. They can't. Feeding a nation on imported food is a dangerous place to be for any country. Just ask them over there. That's the MOD. They understand the importance in food in keeping a nation running. Remember as well, for every pound we spend on importing food, we may never see that back in our economy. Think about that, please, Treasury. The government must listen. Do they know what it's like to get up at 4 a.m. to feed cows and get pooed on? Do they know what it's like to give CPR to a weak lamb? Do they know what it's like to unblock a combine at 2 a.m. with bleeding hands and knuckles because of a thistle in it? Do the government even know where food comes from? Today we come together to show the government we will be heard. Let's unite all businesses that rely on farming. Let's unite all businesses that cannot pass their hard work to the next generation because of this appalling budget. We will not be taxed into bankruptcy. We will not be bribed with political rhetoric. Downing Street, if you can hear us, you need to fix this. For the nation, you have to do this to feed the voters that trusted you. You have to do it for our children. And you have to do it for our grandchildren. Thank you.
Wow. Guys, you've travelled in thousands today, so thank you, every single one of you. We had no idea what we started just a week or 10 days ago. You're here to make clear this is an impossible family farm tax. British farmers cannot pay this. Oh. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Shall I start again? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, every single one of you. You're here to make clear this is an impossible family farm tax for British farmers to pay. I think we're making pretty clear that this doesn't just affect 500 farms. This affects 10, 20,000 of you that are here. I've not counted. More? I can't see the back, so yeah, it's a lot. We're here to demonstrate that the government have just got their numbers wrong on this. Very wrong. To demonstrate that family farms, the very foundation of our beautiful British countryside, will be lost forever. The investment will disappear. Our food security will be threatened, and our environment will undoubtedly suffer. Our countryside will end up being owned by the huge institutional and corporate investors that the APR was supposed to stop. I farm the same fields as my grandfather and father did, and I just want my children, Henry, who's here with me today.
Hello.
This is about these guys. It's this generation. It's their opportunity to farm that's been taken away. Yeah, where are we? Bear with me. The tax bill, when my father dies, is just unaffordable. The returns on the capital that we have invested in farming, they just don't provide the kind of income that can cover that 20%. So I'll have to say, no. Yeah. We're here for today. We need the politicians to sit down to look again at how can they achieve their aims without engineering this destruction of family farms. We want them to meet with us, actual farmers, sit down with us and let us show them how to fix British farming, how to make it great, how to make it sustainable. Let us show you what the generations of knowledge that should be listened to, understood and supported to help grow both our nation's food and the economy.
Hello everybody, I'm Andrew Ward, I farm in Lincolnshire, and like Ollie as well, I also have a YouTube channel. It's a pity those people behind those gates don't watch it a bit more. Thank you so much for everybody that's coming here today. The view we have from up here is unbelievable, and talk about emotional, I had tears in my eyes when I came up here about half an hour ago. Thank you so much for supporting us. We really appreciate it, but we will support you. The five of us that have put this together, we have all had a job to do. My job was to look after the food bank and try to get food brought into London. We have had that in tons, and I mean tons. And the idea was to highlight and bring food. The idea was to show the capital just how much value farmers have to the nation. The food that has been delivered here today from all of you, City Harvest is the food bank that we've been dealing with. They're one of the biggest food banks in London. They are overwhelmed with it. The produce behind this lorry is absolutely fantastic. We will put some figures out eventually on how much has been donated. But thank you so much for taking the time and the trouble to bring it down on coaches and trains. Absolutely massively appreciated by the people who will be distributed. We are clapping you, so thank you very much for that. The whole of today is not just about tax, it's about the whole budget. And we cannot let the government carry on with how they're doing it at the minute. And as Ollie said, this is not the end, it is the start of the beginning. As an industry, farming, I think, has the most public support now than we have ever had. We must not let that go. Also, we are being told by the government to eat less meat. Well, they can jog on with that one.
Jog on! Jog on!
And the sooner they realise that farming is the solution and not the problem, the better. And also, we are used to stress, we are used to strains, we are used to dealing with problems. It's normally the weather and it's normally markets, it's not the government. But if they think we're going to back down now, they can think again. So that's it from me. Thank you very much for your support. We really valuably appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you to my four compatriots with James behind the scenes. I'm here to tidy up the remnants. I haven't got a piece of paper. I haven't got a phone. My name's Martin Williams. I come from Herefordshire. I am a third-generation farmer, and I'm very privileged to be able to stand here in front of you, having been a part of this group that have arranged this. I cannot believe how you have turned up. Thank you so, so much. We have got people here across the country. The most fantastic thing about this is the unity that's been shown across the whole of this beautiful island we live on and into Northern Ireland. So for those of you in Ireland, let's give them a big cheer that have taken time to come here. Big cheer for Ireland. A big cheer for Scotland, please, because they're here too. And in particular, our friends in Wales, who have got all sorts of issues with governmental problems. Give them a big cheer, please, for Wales. Come on. I'm going to pinch some of my speech from some greater statesmen than I. Winston Churchill once said that you can't tax your way to prosperity. This government, unfortunately, despite wanting to hit the ground running, I think it tripped at the election, and at the budget it fell and hit its head on the pavement because they are making grave, grave errors in this economy. We need production. We do not need a cost of living crisis based on tax. That is what we have at the moment. We need prosperity in the countryside, in business, and allow us to do our job. I have in Herefordshire around 1,800 to 2,000 farms. In the government's own misguided figures, they're suggesting 500 of those could go to the wall because of this tax. In 4 years, my county is therefore empty. Is that acceptable? Thank you, because it's a beautiful place, Herefordshire. Beautiful. We want to continue farming. We do not want interference from government. We need to be able to work in an environment that allows us to grow. To tax your ambition is a tax to death, and that is really sad. Greta Thunberg, a fantastic little girl. She also, no, leave it, hear me out. We're going to use it because she's great. Greta Thunberg said, shame on you. You're taking away my future. You're taking away our future. And that's what the government is doing to us. So in the words of Greta Thunberg, we are able to deliver on environmental. We are able to deliver on nature. That is what the public want. We are in the position to do it. They are taking that opportunity away through budget cuts and through ambition. We need to stand together. We are a fantastic industry. Look at this mouth. It is just fantastic to see so many people here. So can we have 3 cheers, please, for British agriculture and business? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Thank you very much. So, we have today got a host for the day, because we watched Newsnight the other night. I don't know if you did. And I rang Ollie and I said, gosh, that girl's really good. She's standing up for us. And her name happens to be Emily Sheffield. She was the editor of the London Standard. And we got in touch with her on last week to Newsnight, and we met last week, and she is willing to host for us today, because you can see we are not public speakers. All right. So I'd like to welcome Emily to the stage. Emily.
No, we need a bigger one than that. Emily!
Hello, everybody. I could not have been more chuffed when these incredible men asked me to come and help out on stage today. And I think let's give all of them a loud cheer, because I know how incredibly hard they have worked to gather you all here today. And you've come today to have your voices heard. Well, right over there is number 11. And in that building is where they came up with a plan to kill off family farms. Rachel Reeves and her advisors are probably in there right now. So in a moment, we are going to count you in, and we are going to make them aware that you are here. Now, there's lots of children in the audience right now. And you know when your parents tell you to not make too much noise? Well, in a minute, you can make as much noise as you want. We are all going to let the Chancellor know that farmers will not be silenced. This cheer you are going to give is for your hard work, your long days and even longer nights. This cheer is for your children's legacy. This is a shout out for your parents and their parents before them, who worked so hard to give you a future. And this is for Oliver Harrison's dear friend who didn't make it, and for his family are grieving. We are going to cheer so loudly, you are going to rattle the windows of Downing Street. Now, are you ready?
Yes!
1, 2, 3! Think you could do that one more time even louder? Because I think this time you're going to put even more welly into it. British welly. Not those French £400 boots the Honourable Steve Reed wears. Right, let's give it some British welly. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3! Right, well done, everybody. I hope that's kept you all a bit warm, because the weather is, well, this is the kind of weather that you're out in every day, feeding people sitting in their cosy offices. So I'm going to start, and we've got a lot of speakers today, so I'm going to get on with it. And right now, we've got the amazing Claire Wise coming onto stage. She's a fifth-generation beef sheep farmer from Durham. Up the north! And we've also got Kate Rock, who's the former chairman of the Tenant Farmers Commission and author of the Rock Report.
My God, there's a lot of you. My name's Claire Wise. I'm a beef, sheep and arable farmer from the north of England, and I am average. And I'm here to show those guys over there and the general public what the real average face of British farming looks like. It's not a £1 million pony paddock. It's 300 acres of average wetland. It's an average damp farmhouse. It's a heck of a big mortgage and an overdraft that after the 3 worst harvests on record keeps me awake at night. My land might be worth £4 million on paper, but I will never, and I hope I never, see that cash. In fact, last year I struggled to buy school shoes for our children after harvest. Because farmers are asset rich, we are cash poor. And yet with one tax based on half a truth, this government seeks to destroy my and your farms forever. But I will not be their statistic. You can listen to my statistics, which you'll share as well. For 5 generations, for 139 years, for 50,375 days, through 2 world wars, through family tragedy, through a COVID epidemic, my family turned up to produce food every single day.
What a lady, what a lady.
Yet this government don't value that. And as my children are young, I have no option to hand my farm over to avoid this tax. Plus, as this budget makes no allowance for sudden death, if I drop down, as miners, they'd have to find hundreds of thousands of pounds on my death. I'm also a sole owner. So these thresholds and reliefs that Rachel Reeves likes to bandy about in the press don't apply to me. No, instead, my farm would be taxed without mercy when I die. With current farm income so low, no bank would lend me the money to get my children out of this hole. And even if they did, it would cripple our business and it wouldn't allow reinvestment or progress for over a decade. You name me one other industry or business that gets told not to reinvest for a decade and to still stand and thrive. The only other option we have to sell land to pay the tax is equally devastating. We should not have to keep getting smaller because we cannot produce food doing that. Whichever way you cut this cake, the end are farms broken, and we will not tolerate that as our future. So what is my worth, and what do the government need to open their ears to? For every £1 my business pays into the rural economy, it generates 7. Beyond just the food on our farm, I also host hundreds of deprived school children every year who otherwise would not step a foot outside of the town. We provide work placements for young people desperate for a career doing something different and outside. We're animal welfare champions. My father and grandfather built our village hall. We actively manage the landscape for tourists to visit and enjoy. On our farm, I'm part of 2 net zero projects, spearheading the farming as a solution to climate change. And yet the government seems to totally forgotten the role farmers play preserving and nurturing the environment. Without us, you have wasteland and bracken. With us, you have a thriving natural environment. You have species rich, you have grassland, you have habitats expanded. Every one of us knows those little pockets of nature on our farm that are truly magical. You take us out and put someone faceless in charge of our farm, they don't know what we know, and as a result, the environment will suffer. We are irreplaceable as environmental champions. And this act by government to try to destroy us all is tantamount to environmental destruction on a mass scale. And above everything, my worth comes from producing safe, traceable, naturally fed food at a cost that allows everyone to enjoy it. We as farmers are the solution to food poverty, and food poverty shames our nation, and we should be doing everything we can to put that right. So our worth goes beyond the land on which we sit. You destroy me and mine, and you rip the heart out of the countryside, out of the environment, and you force food prices up. So my name is Claire Wise, and I'm trying very hard to hold this together for you guys.
Hey! Hey! Poor lady's crying. Hey. Go, girl!
My name is Claire Wise, and like you, I am a true average family farmer. But like you, I will protect that farm with every breath, today, tomorrow, and for however long it takes to stop this. And that is what the government underestimates. Because I might be an average farmer, but I'm also an extraordinary human, and so is every one of you that's turned out here today. So I'll finish again with the statistics that really matter. 5 generations, 139 years on my farm, 50,375 days, and 3 children who believe in me and you to save their futures. So buckle up, Starmer, because you're not going to win this fight.
Get in there! Get in!
Let's hear it for Claire.
Hey! Hey!
Come on!
Come on, guys.
Come on, hey!
Brilliant.
Wow, brilliant, man. Brilliant. Just didn't.
Hi, everyone.
Wow.
I'm Kate Rock, and I'm really proud to be a tenant farmer. Let's hear it for the tenant farmers out there.
She's gonna rock this place!
2 years ago, I was the author of an independent government review that looked at the future for our tenant farmers. The core message was simple. It focused on landowners and tenant farmers working together to do what every single one of you here do today: produce food and deliver for nature recovery. Every single one of us here today do those 2 important things. Every single farmer here is a custodian of our land for future generations. I can see all the kids out there. Come on, kids, let's hear it. The future generations. But today, I want to speak about tenant farmers. I farm with my dad, who's 85, in the West Country. And tenant farmers look after 1/3 of England's farmland, but they don't own the land. There are tenant farmers here today who are worried about their futures and the unintended consequences that this budget will have on them. Less than 2 years ago, Keir Starmer, when he was leader of the opposition, told farmers that he understood the challenges to our farm businesses. And he vowed, and I quote him here, to quickly implement a fair deal for tenant farmers building on the work of the Rock Review. That included a reform to inheritance tax that would have encouraged longer-term farm tenancies. Now, I don't imagine for one moment that Rachel Reeves and Steve Reed have really understood the completely devastating impact that their budget measures will have on hard-working family tenant farmers. I want to concentrate today on 3 measures that I think will have a material impact on our farming future. 1, changes to de-linked farm payments. 2, changes to employers' national insurance contributions. And 3, changes to inheritance tax. First, there are many farmers who are really worried about how they are going to pay their rent. And they're really worried about how they're going to pay their rent because this budget, the de-linked farm payments, have now been capped at £8,000 next year. £8,000.
That should have got a boo.
Secondly, changes to national insurance contributions. It's going to make it really much harder to employ a farm worker and much more expensive. And third, for tenant farmers, the impact of changes to agricultural property relief and business property relief will mean that the tenant farmers face the stark reality that their landlord may well be forced to evict their tenants and sell that land to pay for an inheritance tax bill. There's also a real concern that landlords just won't invest in their tenants' farms simply for fear of increasing their farm value for tax. So the budget changes completely destroy any incentive landlords have to rent out land or to invest in existing tenant land. We need to encourage new entrants into farming. Young farmers, where are you young farmers out there? Forward-thinking farmers. Progressive farmers. And becoming a tenant farmer is often a first step into farming.
Patrick, stop it, please.
In one hammer blow, this budget changes will neither fill tax coffers nor incentivise real change for food security and for the environment, supporting resilience in our farming communities. This government needs to think again. It is not too late. Listen to our united farming voice. Support our nation's farmers. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Kate and Claire. Now, are you warm enough out there? So now, our next speaker, we've got Baroness Malilieu. I hope I pronounced that correct. I'm sorry, James was meant to be on here to introduce her. So Baroness, do please come on, take my mic, and give her a loud cheer, everyone, please. She's been on Radio 4, the Today programme this morning, making your case. Come on, give her a cheer!
Friends, fellow farmers, you are right to be angry. I'm a Labour peer, and I'm ashamed and I'm embarrassed that the government that I support is treating you so shabbily. We all know you've been hit.
We got medics, please. Front of the stage, over to the right. Can we have some medics, please?
We just need a medic over by the fast track, by that, is it the Union Jack flag?
It's a nice hat. I must admit.
By the lamppost. A first aider, please.
By the door.
By the door. So if there's a medic, can make the way down to by that door behind that lamppost, that'd be amazing. Have we got someone on the way? Pink hat. Yeah, so we're all good now. Sorry. Thank you, everyone.
I hope I didn't cause that. You've been treated shabbily, and at a time when we all know you've already been hit by costs for almost everything you need to produce food. You've been burdened by petty bureaucracy, which I cannot believe any other industry bears. You've been battered by floods, the complexity over the changes in farm payments, and then the unkindest cut of all, because it strikes this policy not just at you, the farmer, but your family and your home. There are many of us within the Labour Party, you may not believe it, but there are, who see all that. And indeed, the poll which came out yesterday showed that cross-party support for you runs right across all the political parties. I'm not going to read the whole of this out because you're waiting to hear from the people who are at the head of politics. But as things stand, no political party in this country can win a working majority without rural seats. When Tony Blair took office, there were over 100 rural Labour MPs. You may remember that the government launched an attack on the rural way of life then, and that expression which we heard only last week, payback for the miners, was used then too. John Major said that the resentment it generated would last a generation. And he was right, because Labour's rural MPs were reduced to just 17, and no Labour government was elected for 14 years. I can't believe that we're making the same mistake again. This is not just a numerical miscalculation, but a serious political one too. This week in the Lords, I spoke against this proposal from the Labour benches, and from every bench in that House, Conservative, Liberal Democrat, crossbenchers, and even the bishops, speakers condemned this policy. You have the backing of the nation for what you are doing here today. When I was a child, I remember going with some pigs to see Nye Bevan at his farm in Buckinghamshire. Jim Callaghan had a farm. And if you ask the last generation who was the greatest Labour Minister of Agriculture, it would have been Tom Williams, Labour. Governments need goodwill, and this one is going to need your cooperation if it's going to be successful. The choice is theirs. They continue to insist that they're right and refuse to make any changes and dig that hole deeper and deeper, or they can accept that some parts of this policy were wrong and they can sit down with the farming community and its leaders and put it right. A good government would choose the second. We shall see.
Ladies and gents, I'm James. I'm a farmer. I wake up every day and I'm incredibly proud to say that I'm a farmer. You all stood here should be incredibly proud of who you are and the communities that you represent. And we wanted to bring Anne today because we don't just need each other. There are a select group of people in the House of Commons down the road that need leadership. Anne has just offered us leadership. Mr. Starmer has a massive majority. His MPs need someone to look to that understands that this isn't just about the thousands of people that have stood before me. It's about the communities that you live in. It's about the snow that you clear, the parish rooms that you tend to, the hedges that you cut, the ditches that you maintain. This lady understands that. You need to make sure that all of their MPs understand that. So when you leave here, you don't leave and just think our job is done. You leave and you write. You leave and you go to your constituency meeting. You hammer home point after point after point that your placards make. But you do it with the dignity that you farm with every day. You should be proud of who you are. And that is why this lady stands before you. So I would like you all, please, to thank her with an absolute rip-roarer.
Now please help me in welcoming Ed Davey, leader of the Liberal Democrat Party. Now during the election, we got used to seeing him on a canoe, going down a water slide or falling in a lake. But today, he's here to support you. And although it pains me somewhat to say this, his party now holds a lot of rural seats and you need their support in Parliament. So please, a loud cheer for Ed Davey.
Thank you. Thank you. It is so great to see you all here today. And I am proud to be standing with you. You deserve so much better. The Liberal Democrats will be standing up for farmers because you have really, really got a case here. This really, really matters. Hello! You are the ones that put food on the table. You are...
Wait, do you need another medic? Yes, okay, can we get another medic, please? Can we get another medic? Can you see it's over by the statue? I should know who that is.
Montgomery.
Have we got a medic on their way? Okay. Sorry, we're going to keep these speeches brief. We realise it's cold. A lot of children out there. Ed, back to you.
Well, I hope our friend over there as well, let us give a cheer for them. Because they're part of us, they're part of you. You're putting food on our tables. You're the beating heart of our rural communities. You're the ones caring for our countryside and looking after our precious environment. And it's been so incredibly difficult for farming for so long. You've had to face rising energy bills, rising fertilizer bills, feed bills. Then you've had the botched transition from the basic payment scheme. Then you've had trade deals that prevent you from selling your produce into Europe, but allow Australian, New Zealand farmers to undercut you here. And that's all before some of the worst weather and flooding in generations. You have had it hard, and this government doesn't seem to realise that. I've heard this from farmers across the country. You're fed up, and you've been taken for granted for far too long. You thought the last government would look after you, and I'm afraid they didn't. And many farmers voted for change. But you found you've got a government that just isn't listening to you. And that is so wrong. If they understood you, if they understood what you do and how important you are to our economy, our society, our food security, they wouldn't be imposing this outrageous, unfair family far tax. They say, well, farms are worth a lot, but they're only worth a lot on paper. When you add in all the costs you have to pay, there are many farmers who aren't even earning the minimum wage. Now, you are feeding our families and you're struggling to feed your own. That is just so wrong. And this family farm tax, if it goes through, it's not just cruel, but it's stupid. It's stupid. Who is going to buy your farms? It'll be the private equity guys, the big corporates. It won't be the young farmers, will it? And they don't get it. For years, DEFRA and the market have been pushing family farms to become bigger and bigger just to remain viable, just so you could afford the investment. And then Treasury turns around, this new government turns around and says it's going to tax you. That is just so wrong. And I'm afraid the future looks even tougher. If they go ahead not just with this tax rise, but removing the support, they're proposing now to cut the basic payment by 76% next year, slashing payments, putting up taxes, all when you've already had a hard time. They just don't get it. And you know, they are coming after you when they're leaving those organisations of people who actually could afford to pay in the budget. You know, there are some sectors making huge profits, the social media giants, the online gambling firms, some of the big banks. They're making profits that are eye-watering, which you would just dream of. But they've left them alone and they've come after you. They just don't get it. And they don't seem to realise that if farmers can't make the sums add up, there won't be food on our tables. They'll be closing down and selling up. And who's going to look after the countryside then? We must get ministers to understand. We must get ministers to listen. You're doing a fantastic job today. And I can tell you that all 72 Liberal Democrat MPs will be pushing this government, not just today, but every day until they listen, until they understand. We are going to fight for our rural communities. We're going to fight for support for farmers. We're going to fight to stop this family farm tax. I have just one ask of you. I want you to continue to do what you are the best in the world at doing, producing high quality food for our country. You've been disincentivized for far too long to do what you are the best at. So please keep doing it, and we will stand by you every step of the way. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Ed Davey. Big cheer for Ed Davey. Brilliant. Yeah. Thank you. How is everybody? So now we've got Kemi Badenoch. She's the new leader of the Conservative Party. Now, as I said, you need every single MP's help in Parliament to make sure that Finance Act doesn't get signed off. So please, give Kemi and Victoria Atkins the loudest cheer you've got.
There you go.
Hello, everybody. I'm going to start off with a simple message. This policy is cruel, it is unfair, and it is going to destroy farming as we know it. And that is why We will, at the very first opportunity, reverse the family farms tax. I have here with me Victoria Atkins and Robbie Moore. They are the shadow ministers who are watching what the Department for the Environment, Farming and Rural Affairs is doing. They're watching the Treasury. We are the team that are working for you. We know the burden that farmers are carrying. A lot of people think that farming is just a business. It is not just a business. It is a way of life. It is about family. It is about the land. It is about the environment. It is about our food. We cannot survive without you. I want you to know that we have your backs. We are all, and Neil is here too, Neil Hudson. We are all MPs who have rural constituents. We cover the rural communities. We know what farming is like. We understand that you have no certainty. We know that bad weather, a bad harvest could put you out of business. We know that you are buffeted every day by what happens all around the world. We know that you need protection. We understand that you have been doing this all your lives, that without you, we cannot eat. We understand the burden that farmers carry, not just for yourselves, but for the whole country. We understand how difficult it is when you're negotiating with supermarkets. We understand how difficult it is when you're looking at prices for fertilizer. We know what you are dealing with, and that is why we know how this tax will destroy your way of life, and that is why we are going to reverse it. But I want you all, thank you, I want you all to know this, that farming in this country is absolutely critical for growth. And it is also about the hope that we give to young people. I have a lot of young farmers in my constituency. Victoria, Robbie, and Neil do too. We speak to them and they are worried. They don't want to have to pay inheritance tax and be paying off to the Treasury for 20, 30 years before they even start making a profit. They will leave farming. And if we don't have a next generation, there will be no future. So I want to say to all the young farmers out there, to all the young people out there, we are going to look after you. We are going to make sure that you have a future. We are doing this for you. It is not about us. This is about you. This is about making sure that your way of life continues, that our way of life continues. Farming is the backbone of this country. Without it, we cannot survive. We know that we haven't always got it right, but this policy is so obviously unfair, so obviously cruel. We will do everything we can to make sure that in a few years' time, if they do not U-turn now, we will reverse this tax. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, Kemi. Big cheer for Kemi Bladenhawk!
Leader of the Tory party there. Wow. Fair play to her for turning out, man.
Now, I've heard a rumour that there's a man called Jeremy Clarkson, someone around here.
Here we go.
Now, as we know, Jeremy's a bit of a shy man. Doesn't like the public gaze, doesn't like public speaking. We don't know if he's going to make it on the stage, so could we all give him a big cheer to make sure he does make it onto the stage? Everybody, cheer! Right, while we wait for Jeremy to make himself available, I'm now going to have one last speaker. He's called Steve Perez. He is a farmer. He is also a hotelier. And his business is going to be hit hard by this tax. So let's have a big cheer for Steve.
Yeah, like most of you there, I'm also a businessman. I built a successful business out of the back of a van, and I employ 400 people. Family farms, family businesses, well, we are all in this together. Family firms employ 4.8 million people in this. 4.8 million family firms, and 13 million people are employed in family firms. I've just heard the politicians up
talking about what we're going to do. What we must do, what you must ask the politicians is, we can't just accept we'll reverse APR. We have to think about BPR as well, because that is the thing they're not talking about. So please speak to your politicians and say, will you reverse? Will you pay back any money that we have to pay out? Give it us back, and that will give us security for the future. Like our business, like farms, we can't just sell 20 bedrooms out of one of a hotel. We can't have 20% of our factory cut off. I saw today that the business minister, Jonathan Reynolds, is in India. He's getting a curry and a suntan. He's talking about trading with Russian-loving Indian billionaires. Right? And you know what they're going to do? They're going to buy our businesses, they're going to buy our farms. And they won't pay inheritance tax, and they won't pay capital gains tax. And that is the plan. We have to make sure that we keep our businesses. We borrow our businesses from our children. We have to think about their future. This is a fight we cannot lose. It is for our existence, for the existence of our families, our farms and our firms. And we have to, after today there's going to be a lot of press, but we just must keep this fight on. We must not be yesterday's news.
It's on. You can do better than that. Right, so apparently we're all overreacting and we should have got some legal advice. Who's spoken to their accountant and who spoke to their solicitor and realised how bad this budget is? Put your hands up higher. Yeah, so it's not our overreaction. We really are getting dropped from a great height here. We got someone coming on stage in a second. He's just trying to get through the crowd now. He's got a few words, but remember what we were going to do. We were all going to turn around and we were all going to march that way and we were all going to march back, and then we were going to do a little bit more on the stage. But there's just too many of us. There's just too many numbers. We've got one speaker that we're trying to get through that crowd. So if you see a lady in a hurry, that let her through. What we will do though is we've got, we hope, about 50 pedal tractors down there and about 50, 60, 80 children. We need that photograph. They are the future. So we will, in a bit, all turn round, but don't move, because you all weigh a lot, some more than others. You know who you are. So, who thinks they've travelled the furthest? Who's from the top of Scotland? How did you get to the front?
Got up early.
Who's actually just come from London?
West Ham.
West Ham.
Hey.
Who actually isn't a farmer but care about where their food comes from? Quite a few actually. They're all at the front as well.
What's that?
Who's come over from Ireland? One. We know there's more of you because we saw the registrations. Come on then, who's come over from Ireland? Oh, there's a few more over there.
Charlie, Jeremy's nearby. Now he's having a trouble getting through the crowd out the back. So can we have one more cheer to speed his way to the stage? Are we ready? Shout out for Jeremy! Come on, Jeremy.
He's a bit steady these days.
Come on, Jezza.
Does anyone know where Tom Rees is? I have a feeling he might be down there with pedal tractors, because we could do with the keys for the scissor lift. If you can hear me down there, Tom, get yourself to the scissor lift.
Right. Now, Jeremy, I hope you don't mind me saying this. Jeremy's had a bit of a bad back recently, so it has actually been a serious deal for him to get here today. Now, remember how loudly you cheered when we were trying to get number 11 to know you were here. I know you've got some horns out there. 1, 2, 3, cheer!
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Emma. Thanks, Emily. Thanks, Ollie. Hello, everybody. You're right, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be talking. But we've got a few things to say. And I'm going to start with a bit of honesty. I lived in London 25, 30 years. And when I was here, like a lot of people who live in cities and go on Twitter, I thought farmers drove around in Range Rovers, moaning, until February, and then you all went skiing. And then about 5 years ago, I started farming. And I've come to understand just how unbelievably difficult it is, and complicated, and dangerous, and cold. Very cold. Even when we're harvesting, it's cold. And it's just the forest of costs that staggered me. £200,000. Somebody needs to turn their mics off. £200,000.
We need a medic.
Medic.
We need a medic to the right.
We have a medic over to
by the building.
Building doesn't narrow it down, Ollie. I'm going to say
to the right of the stage.
To the north of the stage at 3 o'clock. Okay, so as we all know, everyone down there, you know a tractor, £200,000 for a medium-sized one. A combine, £500,000. All the equipment costs a fortune. And if you try to price what you're selling to accommodate that, there's just a lot of moaning. You get people saying, well, I shouldn't pay that. I can get a chicken from abroad. Yeah, you can. It's so full of chlorine, it tastes like a swimming pool with a beak. And then you've got the environmentalists endlessly shouting at you. Oh, your cows. They're altering the composition of the gases in the upper atmosphere, and your fertilizers ruining the trouty freshness of our streams and rivers. And I know sometimes you just think, oh, what's the point? We're just trying to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's just this endless whinging, and there's no money in it. And the regulations. Some of you down there will know what I'm on about when I say we got a lot of GS4 this year on the farm. And we were told, oh, the sheep will love that. No, they don't. They're standing looking at it in the same way that a 5-year-old looks at an olive. They don't want to eat it. And so we have all of this complication and all of this cost. And there's very, very little money in it. Very little money, as you know. And then we got the budget. Now, I know a lot of people all across the country in all walks of life took a bit of a kick on the shin with that budget. You lot got a knee in the nuts and a light hammer blow to the back of the head. Because we had pickup trucks, double cab pickup trucks, being reclassified as company cars. 211% tax rise there. £50 carbon tax on a bag of fertiliser. The basic farm payments altered in such a way that we're getting a lot less than we thought we were going to get. And then there was the inheritance tax business. Honestly, I don't know where to start. I know you've heard a lot about it today, and I'm not going to dwell on that. I will just say this. Rachel Reeves has told us, what is it, 72%? 72% of farms are going to be unaffected by this. I've just been interviewed by Victoria Derbyshire for Newsnight. Let's see if we can educate her here, if she's still around, Victoria. How many people here, if you'd raise your hands, are from a family farm? I want to see, right. I hope we can see that. I hope we've got our cameras from the show up high to see. That's a lot of hands. Now, keep them up, and I want you to lower them if you think, and you've had time to work this out, you think you're going to be unaffected by the changes to APR and BPR. Put your hands down if you're going to be unaffected. Thank you. My case rests. I want you to see that. She was trotting out. Nobody's affected. Rachel Reeves says so. Since when was the BBC the mouthpiece of this infernal government? I've got to get the brakes on. The trouble is I'm off my tits on codeine and paracetamol up here. I don't know what I'm saying. But I do want to finish, if I may, with a message to the government. I do. Not a shouty one, it's this. For the sake of everybody here, and for all the farmers who are stuck at home today, paralysed by a fog of despair over what's been foisted upon them, I beg of the government to be big, to accept that this was rushed through, it wasn't thought out, and it's a mistake. That's the big thing to do, admit it, and back down. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. All right, everybody, Ollie's just asked me to ask you if you could all turn around now, because we'd like to get a photograph of the size of this protest. The camera's somewhere down near the cenotaph there. Hold up your placards, hold up your banners. Let's get a picture of this. And thank you once again, everybody. And thank you, Ollie. And thank you, Emily. And thank you, everybody who's put this amazing thing together at very short notice.
Thank you, Jeremy, as well. And also, last night at the Peppa Pig Awards, he won an award. So I think you should all give him a round of applause for that as well. Right, the next speaker is called Laurie. She, I think, is from the Dovecote Park, which is the biggest independent beef. I'll let you do it yourself, Laurie.
Thank you very much. I've been told I'm not allowed to incite violence, but how the effing hell do I stand here and follow that chap? He has done more for the British agriculture in the last 5 years than any individual, any trade body, anybody. So, first of all, thank you to Mr. Clarkson. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And I apologise that I am late. I have had hell coming down from North Derbyshire. A bit of snow didn't stop us, but the effing trains did. We've had 3 trains cancelled. I've just gone arse over tit in Euston Station in front of everybody, and I've run like a demon to get here. But we're here. So I feel a little bit like I'm at Young Farmers with my stock judging notes. I've been scribbling things frantically on the train. And I must apologise, I am not a professional speaker. I am not a politician, but I am 100% through and through a British farmer. And I am part of this fantastic British food business. All of our family are involved in agriculture. My brother and sister, myself, we are 8th generation farmers on a family farm in North Derbyshire in the Peak District. A suckler and sheep livestock farm with our parents. And like all of you here today, we are enormously concerned. Will there be a future for any generation? As I put my wellies on this morning, I very fondly thought of some great memories that me and my wellies have had. Usually 3 o'clock in the morning in a pair of pyjamas, stood out in the pissing rain, doing a cesarean on a cow, hurtling a barbed wire fence trying to turn a cash stew over, or collecting young stock off the village cricket field. We've all been there, we all do it. Today, however, when I put my wellies on, I realised quite humbly and seriously this is the most important outing that we've ever had together. Farmers currently own 71% of the British countryside and have, over many years, carved this beautiful patchwork of arable, grassland and moorlands to provide a plethora of great British food to feed our nation. Without this land, farmers quite simply cannot do this. The Labour think we are all wealthy land agents. Well, we're not. We're humble, very hard-working, at times below minimum wage family farms. And today I can see amongst you not only farmers, but the tremendous support from other businesses. There's vets, I can see feed merchants, machinery dealers, livestock auctioneers, and like myself, a food manufacturer. Food and drink is worth 148 billion to the UK economy. It is the largest in terms of employment and economics. Farmers have also recently been voted in a very slim number 2 position to nurses as the most trusted profession. That must tell us something. We are part and vitally part of a community together. My parents, both 76, are full-time farmers and work incredible hours. My day job is to work for the family-owned British business called Dovecote Park. We are the biggest independent beef and venison processor in the UK. And like many of our customers, we are 100% committed to buying British beef. We have no plan B. Without you farmers, we have nothing. We employ over 1,000 people, and we are serviced by hundreds of amazing British farmers. Importing beef is not an option. Globally, there is nowhere close to the standards our farmers produce meat. I've travelled the world, I've tried it. It is the best. Your standards on farm are second to none. The food safety, the provenance, the traceability, and most importantly, for me and our customers, our animal welfare standards are second to none. However, we are enormously concerned by food security. The changes to the IHT and the budget are putting UK food production at significant risk. We're already seeing numbers tightening due to farmers reducing livestock numbers to enter into environmental schemes, diversification into tourism, or simply having to reduce numbers due to the mental and economic pressure and the devastation caused by TB. We don't blame you for not restocking. As an industry, we need 2 million cattle a year to service our customers. Currently, there are only 1.98 million available. That must tell you something. We are running out of time to reverse this. The UK, as we all know, is cited to produce beef and lamb. We have fantastic grasslands as a natural sustainable resource. Not only can we produce beef and lamb, but all agricultural products. They are the best. Our customers want British products. We service Aldi UK with British Wagyu. We service Burger King, so please go and get yourself a Whopper for your lunch. If you want the best steak in the UK, go to Hawksmoor. And overall, our biggest customer and the most dedicated to British agriculture is Waitrose. For 40 years, they've stood by with a fair and transparent British agricultural policy for 100% British meat, poultry, eggs and dairy. Today we stand together and we encourage the government to rethink these decisions, not just IHT, but first and foremost, to feed our nation. We are the backbone of this nation and we need to keep producing sensibly the best products in the world. Thank you.
Hello again. Right, you got wet enough, so I'll keep this short. Just from a week ago, I sent a WhatsApp message to 3 farming friends.
who knew this would be where it went? Even more surprising to me, if you told me 2 weeks ago that I'd be stood outside Downing Street about to introduce this next speaker. Sorry. I shout louder. Hey, this isn't easy. If you'd told me 2 weeks ago I'd be stood outside Downing Street with tens of thousands of farmers in front of me that we'd arranged to be here, and I'd be announcing this next speaker, I'd be amazed. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it to Henry, because today and his generation is who this is all about. So, Henry, who's the next speaker?
Tom Bradshaw.
Thank you very much, everybody, and what an incredible sight this is. I hope that Sir Keir Starmer is looking on from wherever his plane is, and Rachel Reeves can look on and hear what you've all been saying. Our industry, farming, the best and most important industry in this country. Yes! It's never stronger than when we speak with one voice. Can I thank the organisers of today's rally, Clive, Ollie, Martin, Wardy and James. Can I thank all of you for braving the weather? We never had any doubts that you'd be here. This budget has cut deep, and I think today you can see what this means to the farming industry right the way across the United Kingdom. And I'm proud to be standing here shoulder to shoulder with you, with the other presidents of the farming unions. My message to government today is clear. When you make a promise to farmers, you keep it. I'm the fourth generation of my family farm with the fifth generation at home. Like so many of you, when I went back to farm, my parents couldn't afford to retire from the farm. They're still in partnership with me today, some 20 years later. I've worked with multiple generations of my farm, just my family, just like many of you out there today have. These multi-generational businesses are special. We can't afford for this government to take us for granted and not respect what we do. Today isn't about left or right. It's about right and wrong. It's about policy, not politics. And this policy is simply wrong. So let's call this disastrous policy out for what it is. It's betrayal. It's betrayal based on questionable facts. I've met the Secretary of State. I've sat down with Treasury ministers. I've looked them in the eye again and again, and yet they continue to double down, and they don't believe the impacts this will have on you, your farms, your family, your future. Every penny the Chancellor saves from this tax will come directly from the next generation, having to break up their family farms. Are you proud of that, Chancellor? Across the country, tenant farmers are having sleepless nights. They worry the land will be sold from beneath their feet. That's not a future that anybody can invest in. This policy has far-reaching impacts. It stops you investing in your farms for the future. It cuts off the ability to deliver the food security message that the Prime Minister said is so important. But most importantly, the human impact of this policy is simply unacceptable. Generations that have worked their socks off to produce the food for this country have been cut off at the knees. They have no ability to plan their way through this. Octogenarians and older that have worked their lifetime producing food for the country have had a bitter, bitter blow. The human impact of this policy is simply unacceptable. The Chancellor says, invest, invest, invest. How many of you have got the confidence to invest in your farms for the future? We know many of you are putting off the investments that would deliver the food security they all talk about. They've broken a promise. Steve Reed, said they would not change agricultural property relief. He reinforced it 2 weeks later, and yet suddenly they've done it in the budget.
Liars!
But this isn't just about APR and BPR. They are the straw that broke the camel's back. We've had the fertiliser tax, the dramatic cuts to BPS, the double cab pickup tax, the inflationary pressures from the supply chain caused by the national living wage and the national insurance. This is a damaging budget for food production, and it will drive up inflation at the shelves. Because you lot have nothing left to give. You've been bled dry over years, and they must sort this out. For those of you looking on from afar, that are looking at the farming industry, thinking, how can you try and justify this tax? Those of you that may be struggling to afford the daily shop, we don't want to be here. All we want to do is produce your food. The budget is causing inflationary pressure. It's going to mean retail shelf prices need to go up. It's not us that's doing that. The APR and the BPR change will create more volatility in the supply chain. It doesn't in any way help you. We want to feed you. We want to do it profitably. And I don't think anyone in this audience will have a problem paying any more tax if we make that tax from producing the country's food. But if that tax comes from untimely death or from the elderly, that is simply unacceptable.
No, you're not blocked, Clarkson. No.
Before I wrap this up, I just want to give you 2 jobs. The first, excuse me.
What about the farmers from Scotland that were paid to make?
Excuse me, can we just, right, can I give you 2 jobs, please? Right, can we give you 2 jobs, please? First of all, we know the pressure this is putting on the farming industry. The mental health toll on our industry was already at record levels. I am seriously concerned, as many of you are here, about the impact that this has. It's very far-reaching. When you're back on your farms tomorrow, pick up the phone to a friend, a neighbour, somebody that you haven't seen for a while, or that was a bit below par last time you saw them. Have a yarn. Make sure they're okay. And secondly, please do write to your MP. You may laugh at me, but they are elected to represent you. They must have heard today the impact that this will have on you, your farms, your future, your family. We are fighting for you every single day. You won't give up. We won't give up. The government must change course. They've simply got this policy wrong. And every meeting I go in, whether you're an NFU member or not, I carry you into that room with me, and we will do our best to fight this awful policy. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Now, the press tried to make it look like there was a divide between us and the NFU. There isn't, because when we all go back to our day jobs, we need these guys behind us. We need them pushing and pushing and pushing. There is no divide. This tax affects every single one of us. When you leave in a bit, I promise we're near the end, I want to make sure that there's not an ounce of litter. We do not want to see a picture in the press that we've dropped litter and we've littered London. So if you see something on the floor, pick it up. We are gutted that we can't march, but it just simply is not safe. There is far too many of us. So at the end, if you're near this stage or past this fast track, try and disperse that way. If you're by that alleyway, go between them buildings to the riverbank. If you're at the far end, go that way. We don't want everyone going in the same direction because this crowd is huge. Once again, can we have the biggest cheer ever for the Met Police for making this safe?
We started with a team of 5, but there's hundreds that have made this happen. Whether it's the speaker systems, getting the tractors here, the pedal tractors, the stewards, and you guys. We want a massive round of applause for everyone that's started this and made it happen. Come on. You're all very cold and wet. I'm sorry for that, but we're hardy. We're used to it. We'd like to think that it ends here, but I fear this might be only just the beginning. But we're going to stick together and we're going to fight this. Once again, thanks to everyone behind us. I remember that we're fighting for our children. We're fighting for our grandchildren. And we will not be beaten. Thank you. And one last thing as well, I forgot, the Ulster Farmers Union are also here representing us. And Scotland. United Kingdom is here. If anyone piles in the red line, I believe Tom Bradshaw's buying the round. Once again, pat yourselves on the back, look after each other as you'll move. Don't all try and disappear at once. Take some pictures, go and find somewhere warm to eat something, and safe journey home. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy Bob. Thank you, everyone who enjoyed the stream. I'll keep running for another half hour. You know, hope you all like that. You know, luckily, I got the #1 spot.
Your brother's here, I think. Yeah, your brother's here, I know.
Cheers, Kev Cronin. Thank you. Yeah, we're just lucky we got the best spot, really. Yeah, stood here in the wet for you. I hope you all enjoyed it. Look how wet. Look, I've got to go and buy a new jacket down there. You know what I mean? Thank you, Trudy. Patrick, come on, man. Just don't argue with him. It's just a pointless exercise.
Come on, the farmers!
It's just pointing at me. I'm just saying hello to all the viewers and all that. You know what I mean? So,
come on, the farmers! Come on!
Yeah, early bird catches the worm, man.
I think they're just in time.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, they're ready. Yeah, we got.
Hey, Mike West. Hello, fella, mate. Here in London, man, it's absolutely pissing down.
Right, listen, have you shown them the crash?
Yeah, I've shown.
Unbelievable, mate. There's fucking thousands and thousands of us here. Hello, everyone in the room. Yeah, boy.
It's horrible, really. This is really awful. And it's
Jeremy Clarkson was funny as fuck, wasn't he?
Yeah, Sky Angel, hello. Very wet today, man. You know what I mean? Andy Belshaw, pint and a condos, cup of coffee, and a sandwich, I think. What? Great manager. I'm not going to drink it.
You're not working?
No. Shit to do. It's too early to be drinking.
You're nicking the old fucking...
Yeah, that's keeping me warm. That's keeping me warm.
Keeping me warm. I've got to have a pint of Guinness at least, man.
Well, I need to eat a sandwich or something.
Well, we can eat if you want.
I'm going to Brett Manager. Yeah. I'm going to sit down and have a cup of coffee and a sandwich.
Yeah, cool.
You know what I mean? Get you out to Billy Bob, mate. I would. What is the time?
The time is...
Cheers, mate.
It's only 1 o'clock.
Wow.
Early days, mate.
Yeah, I need to sit down.
I'm hungry as well.
Yeah, I need to sit. Mate, we can't. The crowd's just bonkers at the moment.
So I'm on the Old Kent Road, right?
Roy, you're a fucking dope. Nobody's saving us. Clarkson, Elon or Trump.
You're fucking...
all over the place.
Anyway. I'm at the Old Kent Road, the bus pulls over and he fucks up and I'm like, what the fuck? So black cab pulls over, I wave him down, I jump in, I'm having a chat with him, he took me all the way here for nothing.
Oh, wow.
He goes, I'm going there anyway. He goes, jump in. I goes, how much, mate? Go on, take a tenner. He went, no, nothing. It's a 30 quid journey, you know what I mean? Free. Come on.
Sorry, we're still standing right in front of that queue.
No, sorry.
Right, just wait a sec, bro. Just let me have a smoke, mate. I'm not fucking moving anywhere at the moment, mate, 'cause it's just fucking pointless. Was Farage there? No, Patrick.
Right, John's got his new trainers on.
Yeah.
John's got his brand new spankers on.
Yeah. I've got 2 pairs of new trainers. I didn't want to go out in the wet in the other ones.
Kind of feel like a bit of a farmer, didn't you?
Well, no, not really. Thank you, absolutely. Well, we just can't move. Yeah, I mean, this is just mayhem. I'm not in your way, am I? Am I in your way?
No, I'm just in the front something. I'm not leaving out.
He's a dodgy cameraman, this one.
He's a dodgy cameraman.
Don't trust him.
Hey, you watch it? No, mate.
Camera people.
Hey, you remember me from last time, innit?
Yeah, but it's camera people, not
Hey, she was harassing me. Westminster Club.
There are some people that is women on the profession, so we need to check people.
Hey, do you know something what I like about this lady here? She's a tough motherfucker. She don't take no crap. She don't take no crap.
I mean that the profession is called cameraman, but I say that I'm not a man, so it's not camera.
Oh, you remember? She remembers. Where was that? Westminster, wasn't it?
Westminster.
See, what was that for? Oh, it was from the BBC presenter, wasn't it?
See what I filmed the other day? A marathon in Athens. That was something else.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to follow me to America for Trump? Hey,
he's going on the 18th.
I'm going on the 18th. Business class, mate.
Business class. Yeah, what's your game, bro?
I'm his assistant. He's paying for me and all.
Fucking hell, man.
All legal, mate. Nothing dodgy. This crap cameraman, nothing dodgy. Hey, listen, I'm gone, man.
You see you later.
We'll see how I get out of here, man.
Yeah.
I might go that way. No, mate, no. Have you seen that? No, I never go that way. It's always quicker. Because everyone's going to go by yourself.
No, they are around, but they are trying to come back.
Which one are you going to go to?
People is quite tricky. Thank you very much for everything. Nice to meet you.
What way do you want to go, John? Whitehall or
go to Trafalgar Square?
Yeah.
It's packed at the moment. We can't move. You know what I mean?
I go there when they
Your bad's with.
Yeah.
Latest Paul O'Neill. What a waste of an hour. Won't go back. Get back.
Amen. How many people you got in here?
I don't know. It's gone down now. It's only 195.
Oh, that's all right.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
See you later.
All their
Take it
locals are in
easy.
here. That's all that matters.
Enough. This crowd.
Mask.
No, you're good. You're good, lady. Don't worry.
I'm prepared.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for watching.
Nothing else.
Thank you for watching.
And I put it on. I just watch it and I watch it for you.
Thank you for watching. Nice to meet you.
We love it. We love it.
Thank you. Oops. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I got a cab for nothing, mate. I was like,
Thank you very much. We are trying to
I was
support
only
you.
saying the other day, you know, Tommy, you don't have to pay for a cab. When he has a cab in London, he don't have to pay. Tommy don't pay for it, and it happens to me today.
News, I watch you, and I watch Talk TV. They don't put over. I saw the BBC woman, Martina, whatever her name, down there, and she didn't. She just basically cast me off. One thing you want to mention: not just selling off when the if you have to sell off the farms. If these people, people will just invest in the land. When they do that, they pay stamp duty, so she's raking in another tax.
Bill Gates is trying to buy, he's trying to bankrupt the farmers and global agri. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
So, and Keir Starmer is part of the WEF Davos regime.
I'm just on YouTube.
And they want to bankrupt all farmers.
Yeah.
Bankrupt them and then buy it back for pennies on the dollar.
I was
and then we'll get all that shit.
Best in the world.
Yeah.
These billionaires or millionaires who are buying land, they don't care about having to pay more tax on it because they're not bothered about that. They know land is a security.
That's it. It's where
It's
park
security.
you
So
park
they
your
don't care
money.
about how much to pay for it.
Yeah. They park their money. The same in London, mate. There's loads of fucking flats everywhere.
Yeah.
You just get foreigners buying it up.
One bedroom
parking
flat
their
in
money.
Vauxhall is going to take you back.
I mean, they know it's never going to lose.
One bedroom flat. Get out of here.
They get better fucking return than fucking.
I know what it is because I'm in supported living at the moment. I've been stuffed in a mental institution. You know, when the Queen died, I went down there and I was silenced. I was arrested. because the media, I was questioning, and lots of other people were, asking who are the media?
We are the media.
No, come on. There's one camera there. No, you see, you've got an umbrella up. You're identifying who you are. But
No, but now I haven't been with the umbrella the whole time. Eh?
No, she hasn't.
So when you
say that,
soldier, she's a frontline soldier.
I'm trying to protect the camera. No?
Yeah. But when he was down and the Queen died on the 8th of 2022, September, I got arrested on the 10th because when I went down there, I'd been down on the Friday, I went down on the Saturday, and I was questioning, and the security person, I was just standing. I wasn't doing anything afterwards. I was standing by a gate where the media were all based on the thing. I got arrested down there, and then I got taken off to the police station, and then they bunged me in a mental institution. They want to silence people. They want to silence you lot.
We know this, right?
Yeah.
We know, mate. We know.
We know that
There's a cell down in Parliament. If I was an MP, I'd go up and do a civil arrest in the Commons on Starmer or Reeves, and I'd drag me into that cell.
Never get close to him, bro.
These are the only non-fake news.
They are. I was on Jeremy
No,
High.
not just TV News. Talk TV as well. You don't hear.
We can move now.
When I watched that budget, the only thing that angered, even though the rest of it.
God bless you. Cheers. Senorita.
Hello,
Oh, what an atmosphere, man.
Oh, come on, brothers.
Right, they've got a week to get rid of that tax. And this place is going to be full of shit again. Fucking brilliant. Let's see if we got any gang badges over here. Look.
Right. Calm down, mate.
Right.
Well done, boys.
Should have worn my willies. Oh, bollocks to the budget. Time for a U-turn.
Hold on, Roy. Wow.
There we go. What's your education?
Yes.
I'm going to miss us when you're gone.
And Mike, can you tell?
Don't matter, it's the message. No, it's the fault that counts.
It is.
It don't matter, it can be on a disability paper.
The factory, that's a homemade, all these are homemade signs. You know that? On the telly rallies, they come and they dump off bags and bags of all free done from the BBC is right first on it.
You coming to sleep over?
The police was had the day off, might
This filming. Nice.
So
many people. Well done, Barbara. Do take care.
Excuse me. Fucking hell, mate. Take it easy, fella. Fuck's sake. It's alright. It's alright, mate. It's all good. No, that's alright, mate. So busy. It's alright. It's all good, mate. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's all good. It's alright.
Yeah, this is a natural civil protest.
The lady in the red.
Right, let's go and have something to eat. I'll finish this. Right, I'm going to turn off the stream now. Hope you enjoyed it all. See all the people, you know what I mean? These are real people, man. This is fucking public speaking. Yeah, these are the real people, man. So, everyone,
British farmers.
Yes, all British farmers. White Lightning, Dodgy Spike, Adrian. Thank you, everyone who watched. I thought it was quite important today. Yeah, everyone, thank you. I might fire up another live. We're going to go and have something sweet.
Cup of tea, warm the cockles.
Yeah, cup of
and
cockles and sandwich.
Back out on the roll. Come on, John.
Everyone.
What a day. What an amazing day. Cheers, everyone.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Yeah, no 2C, mate. I was surprised.
Yeah.